Arena is SaaS-based. What advantages accrue to companies and more generally from this model?
I'd say there's two ways to look at that. One is on behalf of our customers. Some of them I've already referred to. Being able to always be using the most current version of software to get the benefit of every single upgrade that the software provider has published without having to do any work yourself is a huge benefit. Being able to get started with the software, to investigate and evaluate without making a technology investment, because you don't actually have to install anything on your computers that you don't already have, without making a significant financial investment because you're buying a very small number of users to get started and sort of experiment with it, being able to get the data in quickly. All those are things which are facilitated by the sort of software as a service model. And in some sense, I generalize that to a benefit for our customers that, in my view, as a sort of somebody who's watched Arena grow and develop and have its own sort of business culture, is also a benefit for Arena. And that is that the business model of software as a service aligns the vendor's interest with the customer's interest much more tightly than a traditional on-premise business model. And the way I think about it is that if you're selling packaged software, you receive the bulk of the financial value of the transaction with a customer before the customer's made any use of the software, right? And so if you're acting in good faith, you're trying to make that tool useful, but fundamentally you benefit whether or not the customer ever receives value from the transaction. Whereas in a software as a service model, we really don't get to the point of making a significant amount of money from the customer relationship until that customer has actually adopted the tool, has found value with it, and has begun to expand their use. And so for us, serving the customer and for making sure that we're building and developing the tool in a way that actually solves the customer's problems becomes an intrinsic part of the sort of culture of the company and the personality of the company. And I'd say that's, it's a benefit for the customer, and frankly, it's also a benefit for us because you end up with a company that you like working at. Right? That is a place that where you feel like you're doing honest work for honest pay.
In this video, we learned Eric's views on some of the benefits of a SaaS system. This includes lower maintenance and a lower evaluation cost for prospective customers who can try the system before they buy any seats. However, one of the very interesting observations by Eric is how SaaS better aligns the interest of the customer and the vendor than the on-premises software model. And he points out that SaaS vendors only really begin to make money after their customers are using the solution and gaining value from it. This is very different from the on-premises model, where the vendor can make money by simply selling the software. This observation regarding the built-in positive incentives that come from the SaaS model is actually a constant theme voiced by people I have spoken with at Arena.